Hey, it's Ryan Reynolds, and I'm here with Keith, co-star of my upcoming film, If, only in theaters May 17th. Do you want to tell people the big news? All right, I'll do it. Sign up now and you'll get unlimited for $15 a month and 6 months of Paramount Plus Essential Plan on us. MintMobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 equivalent to $15 per month. Unlimited over 40 gigabytes per month. Face lower speeds. Videos at 480p. Active Mint customers by 531.24 get 6 months of Paramount Plus Essential Plan. Auto renews after 6 months. Offer ends May 31st, 2024. Separate Paramount Plus registration required. Terms and conditions apply if rated PG.
This episode is brought to you by La Quinta by Wyndham. Your work can take you all over the place, like Texas. You've never been, but it's going to be great because you're staying at La Quinta by Wyndham. Their free Bright Side breakfast will give you energy for the day ahead. And after, you can unwind using their free high-speed Wi-Fi. Tonight, La Quinta. Tomorrow, you shine. Book your stay today at lq.com.
This is Optimal Living Daily, episode 3191. Do you like the person you are becoming? By Joshua Becker of becomingminimalist.com. And I'm your narrator, Justin Malik, reading you articles every single day of the year, including holidays, so that you and I can both take a step in the right direction and have just a bit more positivity in our day. It really does add up. And big thanks to the many amazing authors that let me do this. And with that, let's get right to it as we optimize your life. Do you like the person you are becoming? By Joshua Becker of becomingminimalist.com. Heraclitus, a Greek philosopher, is credited as first saying, "Change is the only constant in life." And I think he's right. Change happens all around us all the time. The weather changes, leadership changes, culture changes, our jobs change, our families change, and we change. Sometimes quickly, but often slowly we change. Our worldview changes, our attitudes change, our goals change, our habits change, our hobbies change, our fears change, our relationships change, even our bodies change. With that in mind, I have a question for you today. Do you like the person you are becoming? We ask a lot of questions of ourselves and each other, but one of the most self-reflective and most helpful questions we could ever ask ourselves focuses less on what we are doing and more on who we are becoming. Because if something is changing, there are only three possibilities. It's getting better, it's getting worse, or the change is neutral. The same is true of you and true of me. We are changing, and we are either becoming more like the people we want to be or less. Sometimes it's helpful to stop and evaluate and see which direction we are heading. I once had a friend who was very excited about the changes taking place in her life. They weren't changes of employment or external circumstances necessarily. They were deeper heart changes about the way she saw the world and the way she began interacting with people. She was excited to share with me the things she had been learning and who she was becoming. Amidst our conversation, she asked me about some accomplishments she had seen in my life, the blog, books, the YouTube channel, etc., and she inquired how I felt about them. She was anxious to hear how my view on life had changed over the last 3 to 4 years. I responded to her question, "Well, I'm excited about the work I'm doing, but I don't think I always like the person I am becoming. In fact, if I'm being honest, I think I'm a little less patient than I was 10 years ago. I think I'm a little more prideful, maybe even less kind. I also sometimes wonder if I was a little more fun to be around a decade ago." And I don't think she was expecting that answer. But her question gave me opportunity to articulate some rumblings in my heart that I'd been feeling for a while. Not all change is good, and I can see some changes in my life moving me away from the person I most want to be. Either we're becoming more like the person we want to be, we're becoming less like the person we want to be, or the changes in our life are neutral in this regard. But if we're moving further and further away from the person we want to be, it is wise to notice that as soon as possible so the course correction can be easier, more efficient, and more effective. Of course, this isn't always an easy question to answer. In most cases, it's not a simple yes or no. We may look at our trajectory and be proud of some of the changes, but regret others. We may be excelling at work, but becoming more demanding along the way. We may be getting ahead financially, but spending less time at home than we used to. We may be losing weight, but becoming more prideful or focused on outward appearances because of it. We may be excited about specific accomplishments, but worried about the ways we're coping with the stress of them. We may be making great strides in some habits, but faltering in others. In each scenario, we should ask ourselves, do I have to be giving up positive progress in one area of my life just to succeed in another? When I get down to the heart of the matter, do I like the person I am becoming? If you're not happy with the person you're becoming, here are some thoughts to help you change course. Number 1, you can always change. Nobody can take away your right to change. No employer, no spouse, no toxic relationship. Positive change is always possible. You are the only person who gets to decide who you are going to become. Number 2, don't change your goals, change your habits. Often the goals we pursue when they are new bring about these unexpected changes that move us away from who we want to be. If that is the case, and you can pinpoint the pursuit drawing you away, you have 2 options: remove it or alter how you chase it. Maybe you're striving to start a new business, but are beginning to notice that it's taking more time away from your family than you imagined. And you can see that it's not who you want to become. Maybe the answer is to stop pursuing the new business venture, or maybe there is a different approach that you need to adopt in chasing it. Number 3, we love to see people trying to change for the better. Our world loves to cheer people making positive changes. Some get jealous and envious and might try to keep you down. But for the most part, we are a society that cheers for the underdog. Take comfort in that and know that many will see your changes and cheer for you to succeed. Number 4, it's never too late to change. The best time to change for the positive may have been yesterday or 10 years ago, but the second best time is right now. If you're still living, which I assume you are, you've got time to change. And while you can't change the past, you can redeem it. And no matter how much time you have left, you can set an example for others. And number 5, people are remembered most for who they were, not what they accomplished. If the accomplishments you are pursuing are resulting in the negative changes in your life, which is often the case, remind yourself that who you are is more important. The people who know you best will always remember your character and values more than your personal accomplishments. May we all be changing for the better. You just listened to the post titled, "Do You Like the Person You Are Becoming?" by Joshua Becker of becomingminimalist.com, and I'll be right back with my commentary.
Families have a lot going on. Let Ollie help manage the mental load with new cognitive health supplements for everyone 4 and up, like delicious Lolly Focus Pops or Lolly Mellow Pops for kids. And for parents, try 3 new Brainy Chews to help you focus, chill out, or get energized. Find these cognitive health buddies for the whole fam at ollie.com. That's OLLY.com. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Thank you to Joshua. I thought this one was really interesting because many of the examples he brought up would be considered good by most people, like excelling at work and getting ahead financially, losing weight, accomplishments, just building good habits. These are all considered great and what most of us strive for. But taking a step back and asking ourselves who we're becoming in that process could be super valuable. Not something we hear on this show, so I really like that point. That's not to say that we shouldn't lose weight because it might make us prideful or obsessed with outward appearances, but this is more of just an exercise in awareness and course correction. Sometimes we get so sucked into the details of the day-to-day and with our habits, responsibilities, and so on, that we lose sight of the bigger picture, who we truly are. So a great one to think about as we go about our day and our weekend. It's already Friday. So with that, have a great rest of your day and start to your weekend, and I'll see you tomorrow as usual, where your optimal life awaits.